Can Daddy cook?
Mm-hmm.
Hey YouTube, guess who? Ha. Sam Adams. Woo, Boston Lager. All right, guys. That's all the title. Someone asked me, and I can't remember who it was. Someone asked me would I please do shrimp and grits. Once I find it, I'll put their name down here and say thank you. Someone asked me to do shrimp and grits. Now, I'm from up north. I'm from Chicago. And I had never heard of shrimp and grits until I was working in Kuwait. A friend of mine, a big guy named Tiny, go figure. Anyway, he did it, but he did it different from what I've seen online. So anyway, I'm gonna not do any, I've watched a bunch of different recipes, so I have an idea what I wanna do. So I'm not gonna say I don't have a recipe because what I do is gonna be a recipe. But I've never done this before, and I really think it's gonna be delicious. Now, I did do some prep work before this video started because to do my grits, I didn't want to cook them in water, and some traditional recipes, they cook them in chicken stock for more flavor, or salt water. Well, what I decided to use is this here. This is a shrimp stock. I made it myself. I sure did. I'll explain how I did that. I wanted to show you all of the shells and the ingredients that I used, but after I made the shrimp stock, I wasn't thinking, and I threw it away. And I'm sure you don't want a cameo appearance on my trash can. But anyway, let me get to the supporting cast for this delicious meal, which is going to be, once again, shrimp and grits. All right, guys, now, the supporting cast for the stock, is this right here. I use half an onion, the other half that's missing. I use 3 cloves of garlic, also missing. Okay, and I use half of this fennel. All right, cut the fennel in half. And I cut off some of the leaves on this end, but the rest of it I just chopped up roughly, threw it into my stock pot. I use 1 stalk of celery. I seasoned with sea salt because sea salt and some fresh cracked blackjack, guys. And then the shells, when I peel these, the shells from the shrimp, I also put into my stock pot and I let that boil. I let it simmer for, I want to say like an hour and a half to 2 hours. And the house smells great. How's the house smell, baby?
Glorious.
She said glorious. And I let her taste it and it was fantastic. Had to season a little bit, but it's good. All right, guys, now that's how I got my shrimp stock made, and that's already prepared. Okay, now the rest of my supporting cast for the shrimp and grits, I'm gonna use 4 or 5 strips of bacon. I'm gonna render that down. I'm gonna use some andouille sausage. I'm gonna use some green onions. The the scallions. Woohoo! Got it right. I'm gonna be using the whites and the greens because I like the flavor of both. Some traffic light peppers. Okay.
Yeah, traffic light.
I'm gonna be using some lemon juice. Obviously, I'm gonna be using some shrimp. I'm gonna be using some diced tomatoes, and these happen to have flavoring, basil, garlic, and oregano, like they say in places. Okay, guys. And once I get things cooking, I'm gonna deglaze with some white wine. All right. And then I'm gonna throw in a pat of butter just to glossen everything up and get everything pretty. All right, guys, good on that one. Now, supporting cast for the grits is going to be some 5-minute grits. All right, 5-minute grits, heavy cream, which I want to use to make it nice and creamy. Creamy. And I'm gonna throw in some sharp white cheddar, extra sharp white cheddar, and like I said before, I am going to cook them in some shrimp stock that I made myself. All right, guys. So now let me get my prep work done. And once all the prep work's finished, then we will continue on with the cooking. I do want to say that I'm once again not using a microphone. I'm using my Sony CyberShot, and I'm using my Kodak over there as a B-roll. Let me know what you guys think as far as sound. Do I need to go back to a microphone or not? But anyway, guys, let me do my chopping and get my prep work finished, and I'll be right. We are back. While you were gone, the bacon's been rendered down, all right? I'm removing the bacon from my pan. Look how nice and crispy that looks, all right? Putting a little ramekin with a paper towel in there. We'll come back to that, all right? After I get this bacon out, I'm gonna cook the andouille sausage. I believe I mentioned that earlier. Being careful so I don't scrape my non-stick surface with this metal spoon. The andouille sauce is gonna go in, and I'm gonna brown that up, guys. And then from there, we'll go on to our old shrimp and grit goodness. And the sausage is going in right now. Woohoo! Alright guys, let me get this cooked down a little bit and finish more prep work. Alright YouTube, we're back and this is going to go pretty fast, I do believe. I'm bringing my shrimp stock up to a boil because the grits are going to be very fast. I got my andouille sausage, I had to take them out. Whoop, I'm going to use the wrong spoon. I'm going to scratch this non-stick. Brought the andouille back up to temperature. I'm throwing this garlic. I'm not going to sit very long because I don't want it to burn. Alright, you gotta stir. Garlic's in there. All these flavors are gonna marry anyway. Baby, can they see this? You wanna bring it a little closer if you want to. Alright, that's in there. Next thing going in are my green onions and my celery. Ooh, that smells good, doesn't it? Green onions and celery. I'm on medium heat. I just want this to sweat just a little bit. Because I like my vegetables to have a little bit of a bite to them, a little bit of a crunch, you know. Because you know you can eat all this stuff raw anyway. Nice. While that's going, I'm going to throw in my traffic light peppers. My daughter's like, hee hee, she didn't know they were called that. Some of y'all probably didn't know either. Traffic light peppers. Please forgive me, y'all. My other camera died. So we're back to the Kodak. So you might notice a little difference in the sound and the quality, but I was in the middle of cooking and I couldn't waste the time trying to charge the battery. Alright guys, tell me what you think always. I'm gonna heat up a little bit more. I'm gonna let this sweat down a little bit, guys. Once this sweats down, what I'm gonna do is, I would say I'm gonna deglaze, but this is a non-stick pan. There's nothing to deglaze. So I'm gonna just add a little bit of white wine after I let these sweat down a little bit. And then after I get my white wine in there, and that's when I'm gonna start throwing in my shrimp and all of that. So let me get this sweated down a little bit. All right, YouTube, this is sweated down. It looks like that, just for a couple of minutes. All right, guys, now I'm just gonna throw in a splash of Pinot Grigio white wine. You can use Chardonnay or any wine of your choice. A little splash of Pinot Grigio. I'll say about a half a cup or so-ish, maybe a little more. Give that a stir to do my deglaze. That come to temperature, and right behind that, guys, I'm throwing in my shrimp. All right, all of this shrimp's going in. Now, shrimp cooks pretty fast, y'all. While you were away, I did season the taste with salt and pepper. All right, ooh, that wine smells good. Yes. I'm gonna let this shrimp cook until it turns pink, y'all. And that be that. Alright guys, so let me get this shrimp cooked off. This shrimp is coming along beautifully. And it's looking a little bit like this. Not quite done, but it's coming along. Alright, what I want to add is some lemon juice. A half a lemon. That's right, just like that. Got one little seed up. Come here, seed. Oh, that's hot. Alright, keep staying in there. We'll find it later. I'm gonna put in a whole can of my diced tomatoes. Just like that. Stirring that in. Nice. Wrong spoon. There you go. And to tighten up my sauce just a little bit, add some sheen. I'm gonna throw in some butter. Butter makes everything better. That's why butter and better sound so close. That's so stupid. Anyway, and this is almost done, y'all. Nice. Look at that. Let that go slowly. kill the heat, and I'm gonna let it ride. Now over here, I have my stock up to a boil. When I come back, I'm gonna just pour my grits in there, get my cheese ready, and we'll be almost ready for plating. Let me get my last bit of prep done, and I'll be right back. All right, YouTube, I have a lot of broth. I think I have like 7 or 8 cups. It's normally 3 parts water, 1 part, 3 part liquid, 1 part grits, all right? I'm gonna end up with 9 because I'm gonna have a cup of heavy whipping cream that's gonna go in last. But when you add your grit or your polenta, you wanna whisk it as you go, y'all, because you don't want it to clump. You don't want it to clump. Ooh, that's hot. Okay. 1 more cup to go. To the side. Come on, baby, 1 more cup. That'll work. 1 more cup. And now I'm gonna let this go slowly. Heavy whipping cream. This doesn't curdle. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna temper this first. I'll be right back, y'all. Let me temper this. I'm gonna put some of the grits in here slowly and then pour it right back in. I'll be right back. We are back. This looks beautiful. I have 1 more ingredient to add, and that is this right here. My crispy bacon that I rendered down. Because bacon makes everything better. Got to stir. And this is done. This is off the heat. Nice, nice, nice. My grits, on the other hand, are doing nicely. Nice and creamy. Get done to absorb all that nice shrimp stock that I made. And the last step, we'll be adding the white cheddar cheese, and then we'll be plating. Let me get my cheese squared away, incorporate it to that white cheddar going inside, just like that. I give that a stir. The heat of the grits will melt this down. Incorporate that, and we are done. Well, let me finish stirring this in, guys. And the next thing you'll see is plating and taste tested. I'll be right back. Hey, you two, I'm back. And this turned out fantastic. I apologize for my technical difficulties, camera swaps and all that stuff, guys, but it didn't interfere with that. Look at that thing of beauty. Ooh, hot, 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 hot. All right, guys, that is my rendition of shrimp and grits. Now I'm gonna get my beautiful daughter Octavia to come around here and give us a taste test. And I'm gonna do a taste test too, see if we can explain to you guys how good or bad this is. Swap. Be careful, baby, now it's hot. It's hot. Sure. Wait, sorry. Y'all know the rules. She don't like to chew on camera. Take your time, baby. Take your time.
You just waiting on me.
I know they are. All right, you good? Ta-da! She's back, you two. Baby, what do you think?
That's amazing for something I never had before.
Really?
I didn't think it would be good with the grit, the shrimp, like, but you can taste the heat from the sausage, the shrimpiness of the shrimp.
All right.
Garlic. It's just so full of flavor. It's like, it's really nicely seasoned. I want some more.
She said she wants some more. Well, let me get a taste test. Let me get a taste test. Look at that. Trying to jack me for my food. Let me see if I can describe this, y'all. Keep in mind, baby, that there is cheese in the grits. Right, in the broth. Sausage. Look, and I'm doing the same thing you did. A piece of vegetable. All right. Here we go. Wow. I hope y'all can see me. YouTube. Ooh, all the flavors marry. Keep in mind, I've never done this before. I've never tasted this way fixed before.
Neither have I.
And the cheesiness from the grits plus the, I can taste shrimp all the way through it. Okay, so none of the other flavors stole the shrimp theme. Obviously, the shrimp tastes like shrimp. The grits have a shrimp taste to them. Oh my goodness. Please try this, America. YouTube people, please try this. It turned out fantastic. My daughters, they call me
Daddy.
and I cooked the hell out of that.
You sure did. Yes, you did.
And I cooked. I'll see you soon. Oh, before I go. Once again, guys, I am a Tastemade affiliate. And Tastemade has a show called Grill Iron. Okay, Grill Iron. Go to the Tastemade channel on YouTube. Find Grill Iron, guys. It's a great show. If you guys are into tailgating, sports, and that type of stuff, there's a gourmet take on tailgating. Very good show. I watch it a lot. And it's really worth your while, guys. All right, once again, Grill Iron on the Tastemade channel right here on YouTube. All right, guys, I'll see you when I see you.
Hey, I'm Jax, and welcome to the Grill Iron. Join us as we drop in on the tastiest tailgates you could ever sink your teeth into. Our cross-country food adventure looks deep into a slow food revolution. We draft the best culinary trailblazers to step into our Tastemade kitchen at the Hyundai Fieldhouse and redefine the art of tailgating. While the teams fight it out on the gridiron, our chefs turn up the heat on the Grill Iron.
Can Daddy cook?